I mean, are you ready to get your ass kicked?
I might.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough.
What the hell?
Man, why you breaking shit?
I guess you guys send the invite.
Alright, let's see if I can remember how to do that. No, 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 no. Play a friend.
Yeah, play a friend.
Click on this 9
Yep.
No user. Okay. Create again. That button. It's not that button. Is it the option button?
Yes.
Send invite. So why do I gotta send the invite? Not that it matters.
I don't know. Because every time me and you play, at, when I'm at home, it always disconnects.
There's that night out.
There we go.
Yeah, at least you're using a real picture, so it's a pic.
Yeah. The any cuss drives me crazy.
I don't even care. I just want to take Dakota to the woodshed. That's all.
Oh, whiny Lori.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the New England Patriots. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Brady to throw on second down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, there's your pick 6 that you predicted.
It was third down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
We got 2 visitors watching right now.
In the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Charles, for the New England Patriots, one stat that you and I were looking at before the game, it's kind of interesting. When they lost in weeks 14 and 15, it's the first time they suffered back-to-back defeats in December since 2002. So I don't know that they're in trouble as they go toward the playoffs, but not playing their best football.
I think that's a great point because you have to go back to 2002 for that to happen. So their level of consistency off the charts. But you're exactly right. They are not playing their best football. And what they're always competing for is one of those opening week buys where they have to play that extra game in the playoffs. It looks like this year they may very well have to play that extra game. And if that's the case, that's not the recipe for getting to the Super Bowl for the New England Patriots.
The throw there by Brady intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Brady now to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert him to being a receiver and was drafted that way.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Alan Bailey in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, Brady throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, here's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head.
Why can't I score in the red zone with you,
man?
man?
This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Orlando Scandrick, the one that time to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, for the Kansas City Chiefs, as their offense takes the field again, the road to a first-round bye in the #1 overall seed, that hit a big speed bump week 15 with that 1-point loss to the Chargers, CD.
Yeah, it certainly did. It set the playoff picture on its ear, didn't it? I mean, when you think about it now, we kind of had Kansas City locked in as the #1 seed. But we'll have to see how it all plays. But here's the bottom line, though. It doesn't matter to me where Kansas City plays, whether at Arrowhead or they go on the road. That offense, it can travel with Patrick Mahomes at the controls.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Pathetic.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Delay of game.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Mahomes to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed it.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
3rd and 16.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 36 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got
Right
it
down the middle.
Pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Butker now to kick this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll go down just shy of the 20.
Hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
To throw, it's Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll get it all
Fucking bullshit.
down inside the 35-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This will be caught at about the 6. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss.
Patrick Mahomes is never 5 for 5. Fucking bullshit.
They'll try again
Patrick
on 2nd
Mahomes
and
has
goal
never
after
been
going
5 for
backwards
5.
to the 12. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Oh, my. You know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
What's he going to do?
That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. Mahomes takes it himself, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Patriots get the football back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Brady now on first down. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
In today's football, the receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A very
Bullshit.
Gain of 27. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Here we go now.
Mahomes now on first down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Mahomes to throw on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
43.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down to the end zone. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it cost them 2 points.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out on to change what they've been doing to this point.
They feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what
It's not over yet.
Why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess them.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Actually, that's
from
excellent
gun,
sport.
It's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Here we go now.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go now.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. So
Let's not catch the ball.
I mean, down, but couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Ready.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Mahomes now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Well, partner, league-wide, I think we're set up for a wild month of January. It seems like this season, more than others, we've had a number of teams that you maybe say, hey, they're the Super Bowl favorites. Kind of the Rams early, then it was the Chiefs. Patriots kept winning, and the Saints, and now, heck, maybe even the Texans or the Bears could claim that moniker.
Yeah, it's going to make for a wild month of January. And you just wonder right now, are we missing a team or two that's just a little bit outside the playoff hunt? Could they get hot and be those teams you don't want to play and carry that momentum all the way to the Super Bowl, yes, I'm looking at the Indianapolis Colts as one of those teams.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And this one is incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, like we always do this time of year with the holidays here and me happy for once. I want to say happy holidays to you, to your family, and to everybody out there in Madden land.
I like how you said that. Before I do go on, though, happy holidays to you, your family, and everyone out there in Madden land as well. And hope that they're safe and they're happy and successful holidays for all. But as you said,
fucking
happy
pass
for once.
interference.
Kind of a Grinch this
I've
time
ever
of year.
seen
What's
it.
going on?
Yeah, well, my heart grew 3 sizes this winter.
I love it. I love it. Gotta get you some new clothes to accommodate that big chest.
But enjoy the holidays, everyone. Eat, be merry. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They slot Gronkowski outright. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Here's Brady to throw. And his pass incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go now.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
But if you do score a touchdown, it's going to be hard to come back.
Kansas City 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense,
No,
be aware a ball may come your way.
I can come back with a field goal. Don't know if I can come back with a...
First down is Mahomes. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think
That's
a
not
double
cheating.
team may be in order.
That's smart baseball, football.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Hitchens able to get in.
I wasn't going to throw that.
For a loss of 14.
Knew that was going to be a
2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And now here's another interception. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that?
Because you ran back in.
Play. Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
That's taking it around the 4.
Should have just gave me that touchdown, sir.
Now in KC. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here is incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
How the hell is that possible?
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
From midfield, here's Brady. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Reggie Ragland coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here we go now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45.
On the run, it's Ware. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Green 39.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
3 down. Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Here we go. Green.
Mahomes now on the sneak, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes taking it in. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after following
19-point win is not big enough for you.
That's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
That's caught at the 3. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Got to make a 20-point lead.
Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ron Parker. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed.
Yeah. Okay. Later.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the New England Patriots. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To Michel on the double. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And this is going to be incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Sherrills to return it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Cousins now from the 50. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 30 yards there.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That one goes for 24 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Michel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Emerson Griffin in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Cousins to throw it. Rudolph, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph from 17 yards out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Following the interception, Cousins trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Hey, we got a second here. Let's go back to Week 15 following the win over Green Bay for Chicago. Happiness rained down on the field, the Bears claiming the NFC North title, but one Bear took his celebration to an extreme. I know you saw this.
Yes, I certainly did. Charles Leno Jr., left tackle for the Chicago Bears, got down on a knee and proposed to his girlfriend Jennifer. So not only celebrating an NFC North title, but now his proposal accepted by Jennifer, who will now be Mrs. Jennifer Leno Jr.? No Junior.
No Junior. By the way, smart move, because she's not going to say no in front of 60,000 people.
Well, I've seen it happen before. Not pretty, but not in this case.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. To throw, it's Brady. This is White on the screen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Sherrills. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Minnesota's football here in just a second, and you think about the season that the Vikings have had, maybe not the kind of year that folks had envisioned for the Vikings. You thought maybe this could be an 11, 12, maybe even a 13-win season if all fell in place, but that has not been the case.
That is so true, because we thought with the acquisition of Kirk Cousins, that would take care of everything on offense. The defense, one of the best in the league in 2017. No reason to think that that wouldn't continue, and they've still been one of the top units out there. But if they make the playoffs and they play as they did against Miami in Week 15, especially on offense when they ran the ball for 198 yards, look out, because then the Vikings could be dangerous. Can you imagine if they went to Dallas and took them on the road? Imagine that physical clash. And if they emerged out of that one, who knows?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Forced out to his left. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Looking for White on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. On play action, now Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now, as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down. He's got a man complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Cousins gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well, as we are back and underway for the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw, Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st down, Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Devin McCourty brings him down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
They pitch it out to Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. I do want to take this time to mention that the next few months, very big in the competitive Madden Championship Series. A few weeks ago, we saw Skimbo go back-to-back.
That's right, back-to-back, second straight year.
You're fired up. And then next up, the Madden Challenge, and it's a $190,000 prize pool, and the ladders to qualify for that tournament now available in MUT draft mode. Exciting things. By the way, do you have a gamer tag, Charlie?
No, I do not have a gamer tag. You must be a good player in order to earn a moniker.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On the handoff, it's Michelle. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
They've had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, and Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted, but it is 3rd down.